Macaulay Culkin, the youthful Home Alone star, has always fascinated the public, from his spectacular success as a child actor to his decline and resurrection. This film explores Culkin's extraordinary change as he overcomes early prominence and frankly discusses his struggles and controversies. Culkin's narrative of survival and reinvention includes his battle with inner demons, parental separation, and unanticipated music and podcasting businesses. Culkin and his fiancée, Brenda Song, are now parents, adding to his diverse existence. We'll discuss Macaulay Culkin's incredible transformation, including how he's balanced his personal and professional life with serenity and purpose. Humble beginnings. When Culkin was born, Kit and Patricia were a simple couple without ties to the art world. He had to work hard to make ends meet to assist his parents in raising his 7 siblings. A manager or His father, Kit, was thrilled that his son had achieved success and often served as his manager. Since he was the one demanding more remuneration, he quickly gained a reputation as a pain in the neck for motion picture producers and directors. Artistic connections. Macaulay wasn't the first Culkin to appear on the set of Home Alone. The little child who portrayed his cousin, Fuller, was actually Kieran, his real-life sibling. Rory, his brother, decided to act after they did. Not so funny now. Macaulay was often frightened during filming by one of the 2 comic bandits, Joe Pesci. Joe had just finished filming Goodfellas, in which he played a cunning gangster who was always ready to murder. Whoa! A not-so-shabby payday. Everybody recalls Home Alone as a popular film from the past. However, how fantastic was it? Over $500 million was made globally, and the sequels are almost at that amount. An $8 million offer was made to Macaulay for his next assignment. An attempt at parenting. It might be difficult to manage money and popularity, particularly if you're a kid star. To prevent Macaulay from being spoiled, his parents concealed his income and whereabouts from the media. Saturday Night Live. At the early age of 11, Culkin had the amazing privilege of anchoring Saturday Night Live. He wowed every spectator in the room with his brilliant performance. The act is still remembered as a legend. First love. Growing up, children often have their eyes set on love. On the set of My Girl, Macaulay had his first kiss at the age of 11. Anna Klumsky, his co-star, was the fortunate woman. At the MTV Movie Awards, the sequence won Best Kiss. Problems. Macaulay's parents' marriage was disintegrating even while his career took off. In 1995, as their divorce approached, Macaulay's father and he became increasingly estranged. He seemed to be envious of his kid. The ugly truth comes out. It was revealed throughout the divorce process that Kit had struck Macaulay's mother twice when she was expecting. Additionally, he repeatedly threatened to murder her. Following the divorce, the 7 kids moved in with their mother. Even more tragedy. As if that weren't enough, Macaulay subsequently lost 2 sisters, both at 29 years old, Dakota Culkin and Jennifer Adamson. One passed away from a heroin overdose, while the other was involved in an unusual vehicle accident. A man can only bear so much sorrow at a time. Committed to his craft. Culkin sought to polish his vocal style because he was driven to succeed. He spent hours upon hours practicing tongue twisters every day. He made several of his own for practice because he was so in love with them. Insecurities. While anxieties are common, they are often accentuated by media attention and criticism. The fact that young Macaulay's 2 eyes have different sizes bothered him greatly as soon as he learned it. More fears. Macaulay developed agoraphobia, or a dread of crowds in public places, as a result of all the attention he received as a youngster. Rather than remain still, Macaulay chose to adopt a dog and go on walks with him to combat his phobia. MJ notices him. Macaulay performed as Fritz in a live ballet rendition of The Nutcracker, and Michael Jackson was astonished by his performance. After they became close, Michael asked him to appear in one of his music videos. Supporting his friend. Culkin refuted any abuse claims made against Michael Jackson as soon as they surfaced. He said just how close they were since Michael knew what it was like to become famous too young. Further bonding. As the years passed, Culkin and the King of Pop began spending more and more time together. At some point, Michael decided to name him Paris's godfather. Some tabloids say he may be Paris's younger brother's father. A committed godparent. Despite the negative portrayal in the media, Macaulay is a devoted godparent. He's close to Paris. They even have identical red spoon tattoos. The tattoos represent how they have triumphed over an enormous number of hardships in their lives. A tragic fire. Due to negligence, Macaulay's mother unintentionally lit her flat on fire in 1998. 4 persons lost their lives in the tragedy, while 22 others suffered severe injuries. Several lawsuits were even brought against Macaulay, even though he was unaware of them. Education is indeed important. Although many kid performers drop out of school early, Macaulay insisted on finishing high school. He was well liked throughout his school career and even attended a special school for celebrity children. His peers are still aware of him. Things are getting serious. In high school, Macaulay eventually met his first wife, even if their relationship wasn't initially amicable. They had many ups and downs, and the 4th time proved to be the lucky one. They were overjoyed. A strange couple. Even though Macaulay and Minor married in 1998 when Minor was only 17 years old, they had a lovely relationship. They only made a few public appearances throughout their 4-year tenure. Rather, they cared for stray animals whenever they could and watched movies. A creative way to fend off the media. They announced a treasure hunt for their wedding instead of employing security. Each attendee was given directions and hints to the Connecticut home where the wedding was held. This is an excellent solution. We have to mention it. Couple goals. Macaulay later dated Mila Kunis, who was already well known. They had a great relationship for 8 years till they broke up in 2010. Their relationship was harmonious, and the media praised their spontaneity and cuteness. Horrible breakup. Unfortunately, Kunis and Culkin parted ways after 8 blissful years of dating. Years after their split, Kunis said, "It was a terrible breakup. I was an a-hole in my 20s, and I'll be the first to admit it," she remarked, recalling the terrible, dreadful, horrific breakup she experienced. Quick to rebound. Macaulay parted ways with Mila Kunis and wasted little time. Later, he was seen in Paris holding hands with soap opera actress Jordan Lane Price. They spent the whole day dancing in the streets, full of joy. You dog, you, Macaulay. Legal problems. Macaulay loved his celebrity and all of its perks. He was detained in 2004 after the authorities discovered illicit narcotics in his vehicle due to his passion for partying. Thank goodness he was freed on bail. A return? He even attempted acting in a few plays, one of which was rather successful. Macaulay portrayed a 15-year-old lad who was enticed by an elderly French instructor in Madame Melville, a highly acclaimed play that shocked many people. Composing. Macaulay decided to write a book titled Junior in 2006 to document his life. Though it wasn't well received, it contained many heartwarming facts about his childhood and the difficulties he had with his distant father. Can't give up cigarettes. Macaulay began smoking during his meteoric ascent to stardom, but he didn't start off smoking lightly. It quickly spiraled out of control. He used to smoke around 60 cigarettes a day at one time. Most people believe that Pete Doherty, Kate Moss's ex, was the one who introduced him to it. Drug addiction? He seemed pallid and destitute in pictures that we have all seen, but he never developed a drug addiction. Instead, he is just carefree and indifferent to how he looks. Some find him frightening since he's always calm and unmoved. A picky actor. Macaulay doesn't need to overwork himself since he has enough money from his days of youthful celebrity. He only selects initiatives that fit him. The Wrong Ferrari, an odd film shot solely on an iPhone, was among the most bizarre. Art? Macaulay has always had a passion for art and all of its manifestations. For this reason, in 2012, he founded an art group. The title is 3 Men and a Baby. They draw inspiration for their works from popular symbols that permeate daily life and capitalist society. The Pizza Underground. Culkin created the wonderful notion of forming a tribute group to the Velvet Underground. There was a catch, however. They decided to replace all of the lyrics with references to pizza and went under the moniker The Pizza Underground. It's a good concept. Playing the kazoo. Percussionist Dina Vollmer performed on a pizza box in addition to the standard instruments since the Culkin band was deeply committed to the pizza theme. The band also distributed boxed pizzas to fans who came to their live shows. An obsession with pizza. Macaulay had a constant need for pizza. He also appeared devouring a huge piece of his favorite dish in an Andy Warhol tribute film. Many found the idea amusing and applauded the young guy for acting this way. Dead? As usual, individuals began posting false reports of phony fatalities on the internet. There were increasing rumors in 2014 that he had died. To refute the baseless speculations, he uploaded a humorous photo. He was far from out of it. Still estranged. Macaulay's father, who was estranged from him, died suddenly in 2014 after a stroke. The fact that none of his 7 children contacted him in his last hours gave rise to accusations of child abuse. It seems that he was a nasty guy. Enough is enough. For the last several years, Macaulay has lived in Paris, mostly to escape the intense media attention directed towards him. He is far less well known in France, even though many recognize him. A TV series? It's a little-known fact, yet Macaulay reprised his performance from Home Alone. He played a guy still traumatized by being abandoned as a kid in the online serial Drivers, reprising his childhood character's earlier iteration. A new man. After making changes in his life, Culkin is now more at ease than he was before. He quit smoking, and he's even about to make his feature film debut as lead actor in Changeland, directed by Seth Green. Other celebrities are slated to play a part in the film. Falling in love. Culkin discussed his connection with actress Brenda Song on the Anna Faris is Unqualified podcast. I'm with this lady right now, and she's so good to me that they feel like blows, he added. She seemed to do sweet things, and I felt like I didn't know how to be treated nicely at first. It was an odd type of concept, almost alien. That kind of stuff was significant to me, and I've since learned that it matters to me as well. Bunny Ears. Culkin just started a lifestyle company called Bunny Ears. The brand's mission statement on its website reads, "We want to explore the modern lifestyle choices that people make in great depth because we know that healthy relationships and mental wellness are the keys to happiness."
If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon